We'll just take one last question before we end the session. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Aymani. I'm a student from Montreal, Canada, but originally from Morocco. I am a student, 15 years old, and I am a real big fan of you. Every day I pray for you. Jazakallah shukran. May Allah protect you. Ameen. My question is about haircuts. What haircut is haram? What is halal? And are we allowed to keep hair very long? Thanks for answering. Love you. Jazakallah khairan. May Allah grant you Jannah. Ameen. The brother asked that what kinds of haircut is haram and what is permissible, can you keep long hair? There are several hadith which clearly mentions that do not imitate the kuffar. So if your haircut is imitating the haircut of the kafir, of the unbelievers, or the evildoers, or the women, this type of haircut is haram. So in short, those haircut which imitate the kuffar, the unbelievers, it's haram. Those haircut which imitate the evildoers, it's haram. And those haircut which imitate the opposite gender, that is of the female, it's haram. So in short, for guidelines, any haircut which imitate the kuffar and the haircut of the evildoers or of the opposite gender, that is woman, is haram. Regarding those haircut which are makruh, it is qaza. There's a hadith of the Prophet. It's mentioned in Sahih Bukhari, volume number 7, hadith number 5920. That Ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, said that the Prophet forbade qaza. Ubaidullah asked, what is qaza? Nafi replies, a boy whose hair has been shaved but has tuft of hair here and a tuft of hair there. A similar hadith is repeated in Sahih Bukhari, volume number 7, hadith number 5921, where Ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, says that the Prophet forbade qaza. And in brackets it says, qaza means a tuft of hair here and a tuft of hair there of a boy whose head has been shaved. There's another hadith in Sahih Muslim, volume number 5, hadith number 5559, where Ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, says that the Prophet forbade qaza. And Ibn Umar asks Nafi, what is qaza? Nafi replies that when a person whose head has been shaved partly and head which has not been shaved partly, that is qaza. It's also mentioned in the hadith of Abu Dawud, of Sunan Abu Dawud, volume number 4, hadith number 4195, that once the Prophet saw a boy whose head has been partly shaved and partly uncut. So the Prophet told him, either you shave your head completely or keep the hair completely. So based on all these hadith, the fuqahas, they say that this type of haircut, qaza, they are makruh. And Ibn Qayyum, he gives details of variety of qaza, variety of types of qaza. And he said that the verse is when the head is shaved from the sides and the center is kept. The other type is when the head is shaved from the center and the sides are kept. When this question was asked to Shaykh Ibn Uthaymeen, he says that qaza is of different types, and he says that shaving, the first type is shaving the head partly from the left, partly from the right, partly from the front, partly from the back. Second type, he says, is shaving the head from the sides so that the hair is only in the center. Third type is shaving from the head from the center, so hair is only on both the sides. The fourth is shaving the head from the front and keeping the head behind. There are various types of qaza. But all the fuqahas, all the scholars, they say that qaza is prohibited unless it is imitating the kafir or the evildoers. So in terms of haircuts which are haram, is if you imitate the kafir and kuffar, you have no people imitating the evildoers, the punk, they're dyeing their hair and keeping only in the center. This is haram. Or imitating the kuffar, the kafir, or maybe a sportsman or a football player. All this is haram. As far as keeping long hair is concerned, there are various hadiths saying that the length of the hair of the Prophet reached the earlobe. Another hadith says it reached the shoulder. One hadith says it was in between the ear and the shoulder. Keeping long hair is permissible, but see to it that it should not resemble that of the opposite sex. One of my friend, he had young children, he had young sons, and because they were young, one son was about 7 years old, and his features were also quite feminish, but his hair was long. So when he came to shake hand with me, I was taken aback. And later on, when I realized he was a boy, I shook hands. All his 3 children had long hair. And when they came to the mosque, the Imam said, "What are you doing here? You go to the women's section." Imagine your son being told in the mosque, go to the women's section. What psychological damage will that person have? So it is wrong to keep your son's hair long so that they look like women, they look like girls. It is totally wrong. And imagine if the Imam of the mosque is thinking he is a girl and telling him to go in the women's section. It's a shame. So therefore see to it that don't make your children dress up like opposite sex or have long hair. Okay, when they have beard and they have got masculine features, and then if you keep long hair, it is very evident that the person is a gent, and no problem. But young children, 4 years old, 5 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, dressing up with the dress you cannot come to know whether it's a male or a female, and then they have long hair, and with the voice you cannot come to know because it's not developed. This should not be done. See to it that they don't resemble the kafir. Number 1, they don't resemble the evildoers, and number 3, they don't resemble the opposite sex. As long as you take care of this, then it is not haram. If you do qaza, it is makruh. Don't do that also. All the other hairstyle, then it comes in the mubah category. Hope that answers the question. We have run out of time and we end the program here. Till we meet, inshallah, next Saturday, I would like to wish all of you assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa akhiru da'wan alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.